This is a video I didn't really want to make. Well, let me put it another way. This video I was hoping I'd never have to make. In the past week, COVID-19 cases have exploded in Laos, and unfortunately it has hit home. Fucking ants. Where'd they come from? Okay, just to clarify to you guys what I mean by exploded is, for those who have been paying attention, keeping a tab on how Laos is going, for the best part of all last year, deep into 2020, we had less than 20 cases, 19 cases for most of the year. It surged to 19 early on, and then it just held for many months. Towards the end of 2020, it slowly went up to around 50, 49, 50, through catching people coming in. When people would fly in, crossing the border, that it would be detected, and these people were in quarantine. It was never in the community, except for those first few months of COVID early last year. That was until a couple of weeks ago. It moved quickly from 49, 50 up until 60 a week ago, and then just in the last week it doubled virtually overnight. 28 one day, for the next, then 66. Yesterday was 88 cases. We're well up in the 200 now. In a couple of weeks it's gone from 50 deep into the 200s, and authorities are speculating it could go as high as 2,000 before they do get it under control. So as far as how Laos has rode this COVID ride out, that is exploding in Laos. That is it has happened so quick. For most of the year, except for the first few months of COVID last year up until May, I think early June, the lockdown finished, we've relatively been living a normal life in Laos. As you guys have seen us travelling, we travelled up to Bang Vieng, Luang Prabang, Nong Kior, and then across the country, all the way across the north. There wasn't many masks, you see, no restrictions, we had no trouble travelling. And then just recently down south, the videos you guys are watching now, that was back in February. So we have had it pretty good here. What I think's happened is a lot of people have become complacent and not taking the threat as serious as what we first did. And there's been a lot of riverboats, fishermen and that coming back and forth between the borders, Thailand, ferrying people wanting to come in and out illegally, of course, and it has caught up with us. In the past month or so, probably a bit longer, Thailand's numbers have escalated through this UK strain of the virus, and that is the strain that is in Laos, and it is what's tearing through us now. It's been no secret all this time that people have been crossing the border into Thailand. Even though the borders are closed, they've been going, the river traffic has still been there, the boats, the fishermen, and people have been able to cross no problem at all. And so it was those who were crossing illegally that were meeting others here, going to bars, clubs, restaurants, massage parlours, malls, shopping, that have caused this latest outbreak. As of the 22nd of April till the 5th of May, there is a full-on lockdown in Vientiane, and since then, in the last few days, as of today, there is about 10 provinces in Laos, throughout Laos, from top to bottom, that are all in full-on lockdown also. Only essential workers allowed out. Everybody's to stay at home. Gyms, pubs, clubs, a lot of restaurants are closed. Only the essential services are operational. I'll put a link down in the description below to what this lockdown entails. They set that date 22nd to the 5th after the first day of the big hit of 28. Now that 28 was half of what we had gotten all in a whole year, and then 2 days later 66, now 88. What is today going to be? While I'm editing this, we will probably get today's numbers, so I'll just write it in the screen below how today went. And no doubt that lockdown date is going to change. I can see us being in lockdown for a long time here. So how does this affect us? We got home a bit over a week ago, about 10 days or so ago, and it was a couple of days we were home before we seen Coco, Neenee's son, Coco. I'm sure a lot of you guys know who he is. He said he was coming home and going straight back out. He had been celebrating at one of the clubs one of these people who had crossed into the country had been to. He and his friends were all going to isolate and go get tested, so that's what he done. We never went near him. He went and got his things and had a friend out here waiting to take him. A few days later got the call that he's been tested. They were still isolating, and then just a couple of days ago got the call that he has been he has tested positive. He said he's feeling normal, feeling good, but they do have, there's about 5 or 6 of them all in hospital. Coco and his friends set a selfie, all lined up in beds next to each other, but no, they're in good spirits. None of them are feeling sick. So just to be on the safe side, both Neenee and I, we're going in tomorrow to get tested. That's going to take 3 days before we get a result, so we'll keep you posted later on that, whether we update it or I comment in the comment section. We'll get back to you. Pretty sure we'll be fine, but I'm not making a big thing of this. A lot of people around the world have done it really, really hard with COVID. A lot of people have lost loved ones and things like that. I'm just want to bring you guys up to speed, let you know that we are safe here. A lot of people are doing the right thing. The last time we went out shopping, and this was before the actual lockdown, it had got out that there was some community spread of it, and just like that, overnight, without anybody being told to, 90% of people all had their masks on. They were just doing the right thing. Some shops had ropes across them. You weren't allowed to go in. People would go and get things for you. It was just like turning a switch on again. So it's just to bring you guys up to date with what is happening in Laos right now. Like I said, it's not a video I really wanted to make, or it's a video I was hoping I didn't have to make. So we did have a good run of it. We did. And Laos was a relatively safe haven for the best part of that year. Unfortunately, it has caught up with us, and as I said, just through some people become complacent. Unfortunately, that's the way shit goes, isn't it? A lot of people end up paying for their stupidity of a few. Bit of a bummer video, bit of a downer of a video. I know it's hard to get excited bringing news to you guys like this, and it does not look good for any travel this year at the moment. It doesn't, not when only just over 100,000 Lao people have been vaccinated. That's what's that? That's only about 1.5% of the population. And I can't see travel happening. This is just me speaking my thoughts, but I can't see normal travel coming to Laos until the majority of the population is vaccinated, and if only 1.5% is vaccinated, you know, and with this UK strain just taking off here, it's not looking good, and it's not looking good for the trip we're planning to do back down south with a couple of viewers next year. But we'll wait and see how things go, and we'll keep you guys posted. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for the support. Before I go, also, you know, a lot of you guys are aware of my situation here, you know, and what I was doing before I become stuck here in Laos because of COVID. I was going home for 3 months working, travelling, and travelling back to Laos and spending the time with Neenee for 3 months back and forth, 50-50. Because of COVID, I got stuck here, and because of COVID, I have now have no job to return to. Making these YouTube videos is my livelihood now. So if you would like to help in any way, guys, just let your friends know, let family know that there is a good alternative to TV on YouTube. Watch Now in Lao. Give us a thumbs up, send us a comment, let us know where you're watching from, guys. Let us know where you're watching from. And if you want to help that little bit more, I do have a Patreon page on when we are traveling, keeping you guys up to speed of where we are at nearly in real time. Most of you guys don't know where we are at until we start editing the videos. My patrons do. You know, I'm usually putting up photos and a bit of detail about where we are that day and whatnot. Also, there's a link to PayPal page below. But I won't go on about it, guys. I have some really good subscribers and viewers, and I'm sure all of you do help in your own little special way. Even those guys recently, people recently, who have told me that they're watching some of the ads. That is dedication, isn't it? That is. Ads are a pain in the ass. I know, guys. They are, but unfortunately that's just the way YouTube works, and that's the way I get revenue, yeah, from ads. But like I said, each and every one of you do help in your own special way, whether it is through liking, commenting, sharing, watching a bit of an ad, and especially to my PayPal and Patreons. Thank you very much, guys. I'm going to go in, edit this. Somebody's partying down there, having a good time. Anyway, get in there and edit this so I can get you guys back to the south of Laos. We have not finished yet. We're only halfway there. See you down there.